The journey of dried lychees begins long before any machinery comes into motion, starting quietly in tropical orchards where climate, soil, and timing work together to shape the quality of the fruit. Lychee trees require warm temperatures, high humidity, and well-drained soil to thrive, and farmers spend years nurturing these trees before they reach peak productivity. As the fruiting season approaches, growers monitor the orchards daily, observing subtle changes in skin color, firmness, and aroma. A lychee harvested too early lacks sweetness, while one harvested too late becomes overly soft and fragile. This narrow harvest window makes experience and careful judgment essential. When the lychees reach ideal ripeness, harvesting begins, almost always by hand. Unlike fruits that can tolerate rough mechanical picking, lychees bruise easily, and even small surface damage can affect quality during drying. Workers gently twist each fruit from the branch or cut small clusters using handheld tools, ensuring the skin remains intact. The harvesting process is often done early in the morning or late in the afternoon to avoid excessive heat, which can cause moisture loss and accelerate spoilage. Freshly picked lychees are immediately placed into ventilated crates that allow air to circulate freely, preventing heat buildup and condensation. Speed is critical at this stage. Lychees begin to lose moisture and freshness soon after harvest, so transportation to the processing facility happens as quickly as possible, often within the same day. Trucks used for transport are designed to protect the fruit from crushing and overheating, sometimes featuring shaded covers or temperature-controlled compartments. This rapid movement from farm to factory helps preserve the lychee's natural sugars, floral aroma, and juicy texture, which are all essential for producing high-quality dried fruit. Upon arrival at the factory, the lychees enter the first stage of processing: initial inspection and sorting. Crates are unloaded onto conveyor systems where workers and automated systems work together to remove leaves, twigs, and visibly damaged fruits. This step may appear simple, but it plays a crucial role in final product quality. Drying intensifies flavors and textures, so any defects present in fresh fruit become far more noticeable after dehydration. Only lychees that meet strict visual standards are allowed to continue. The selected fruits then move into industrial washing systems. These systems use clean, filtered water to gently remove dust, dirt, sap, and any residues collected during harvesting and transport. In modern facilities, water quality is closely monitored, and advanced filtration allows water to be reused safely, reducing waste while maintaining hygiene. The washing process is carefully calibrated. Excessive agitation could damage the delicate skin, while insufficient cleaning could compromise food safety. After washing, excess water is removed using air blowers or vibrating conveyors, leaving the lychees clean and surface dry. Once washed, the lychees undergo a second, more precise sorting process. At this stage, consistency becomes the priority. Optical sorting machines equipped with cameras and sensors analyze each fruit size, shape, and color in real time. Fruits that are too small, too large, or unevenly ripe are separated. This step ensures uniform drying later in the process, as lychees of similar size and maturity lose moisture at similar rates. Consistent sorting helps prevent issues like over-drying small fruits or under-drying larger ones, which could affect texture and shelf life. After sorting, the lychees move on to preparation, where the outer skin is removed. Lychee skin is tough and inedible, so peeling is essential before drying. Depending on the facility's level of automation, peeling may be done by specialized machines or by trained workers using semi-automated tools. The goal is to remove the red, textured shell cleanly without tearing the flesh beneath. Intact flesh dries more evenly and results in a more attractive final product. This step requires precision, as damaged flesh can lead to uneven dehydration and reduced quality. Following peeling, the seeds are removed. Lychee seeds are relatively large compared to the fruit's flesh, making this a critical step in shaping the final dried product. Modern pitting machines gently push or separate the seed from the flesh, leaving behind a hollow, cup-shaped piece. This shape is ideal for drying because it increases surface area, allowing moisture to escape evenly. Any remaining seed fragments are detected and removed through inspection systems, ensuring safety and consistency. Throughout these preparation stages, cleanliness and efficiency are carefully maintained. Processing areas are designed with food safety in mind, using stainless steel equipment, controlled environments, and strict hygiene protocols. Workers wear protective clothing, and equipment is regularly sanitized to prevent contamination. Every step is documented and monitored, ensuring traceability from orchard to processing line. What makes this early phase of lychee processing so important is its direct impact on the drying stage that follows. Drying does not improve fruit quality, it only preserves and concentrates what already exists. A well-handled lychee with balanced sweetness, intact flesh, and proper moisture content will transform into a flavorful, aromatic dried fruit. Conversely, fruit that is mishandled, poorly sorted, or damaged early on will produce an inferior result, regardless of how advanced the drying technology may be. This farm-to-preparation journey reflects a balance between traditional agricultural practices and modern food processing technology. Farmers rely on generational knowledge to judge ripeness and harvest timing, while factories use advanced systems to standardize quality and efficiency. Together, these steps form the foundation of the dried lychee production process, ensuring that by the time the fruit reaches the drying chambers, it is perfectly prepared to become a premium, shelf-stable product. By the end of this stage, the lychees are no longer simply fresh fruit. They have been carefully selected, cleaned, sorted, peeled, and shaped, ready for transformation. Every decision made along the way, from when the fruit is picked to how it is handled in the factory, plays a role in preserving the lychee's natural sweetness and delicate character. This meticulous preparation is what allows dried lychees to deliver a concentrated burst of flavor that still reflects the freshness of the orchard where their journey began. Once the lychees have been carefully prepared, peeled, and deseeded, the process enters its most critical phase, where fresh fruit is transformed into a shelf-stable, flavorful product through controlled drying and meticulous finishing. This stage determines not only how long the dried lychees will last, but also how well they retain their natural sweetness, aroma, and appealing texture. Drying is far more than simply removing water. It is a carefully balanced operation that preserves the character of the fruit while preventing spoilage. Fresh lychee flesh contains a high percentage of moisture, which makes it extremely perishable. If left untreated, microbial growth and enzymatic reactions would quickly cause deterioration. The purpose of drying is to reduce this moisture content to a level where these processes are slowed dramatically, extending shelf life without relying on artificial preservatives. In modern factories, this is achieved using gentle dehydration methods rather than harsh heat, which could damage flavor and color. Before drying begins, the prepared lychee flesh is arranged on drying trays in a single, evenly spaced layer. This arrangement is essential, as overlapping pieces can trap moisture and lead to uneven drying. Trays are designed to allow air to circulate freely above and below the fruit, ensuring uniform exposure. Workers or automated systems carefully load these trays into industrial drying chambers, taking care to maintain consistency from one batch to the next. Inside the drying chambers, temperature, humidity, and airflow are precisely controlled. Unlike traditional sun-drying methods, which depend heavily on weather conditions and can produce inconsistent results, modern drying systems offer stability and repeatability. Temperatures are kept relatively low compared to other dehydration processes, allowing moisture to evaporate slowly without cooking the fruit. This slow drying helps preserve the lychee's delicate floral notes and prevents excessive browning caused by caramelization of natural sugars. Airflow plays an equally important role. Warm air is circulated evenly throughout the chamber, carrying moisture away from it as it evaporates. Sensors continuously monitor moisture levels, adjusting airflow and temperature in real time. If moisture is removed too quickly, the outer surface of the lychee can harden while the interior remains damp, a defect known as case hardening. By controlling the drying rate, factories ensure the lychees dry evenly from the inside out. The drying process can take many hours or even several days, depending on the size of the fruit, initial moisture content, and desired final texture. During this time, the lychees gradually shrink and become denser as water leaves the flesh. Their color may deepen slightly, but proper control prevents excessive darkening. Throughout the process, experienced operators monitor progress, making small adjustments to maintain consistency and quality. Once the lychees reach the target moisture level, drying is stopped, and the fruit enters a controlled cooling phase. Cooling is just as important as drying itself. If hot dried fruit is exposed to cooler air too quickly, condensation can form on the surface, reintroducing moisture and increasing the risk of spoilage. To prevent this, temperature is gradually lowered while maintaining controlled airflow. This stabilizes the lychees and prepares them for handling and packaging. After cooling, the dried lychees undergo a comprehensive quality inspection. Both manual and automated methods are used to assess texture, color, and uniformity. Pieces that are over-dried may become too hard or brittle, while under-dried pieces may be too soft and prone to spoilage. These are removed to ensure only consistently dried fruit reaches consumers. Advanced facilities may also test moisture content using specialized instruments to confirm that each batch meets precise specifications. At this stage, the dried Lychees may pass through gentle tumbling or separation systems. During drying, some pieces can stick together due to natural sugars on the surface. Tumbling separates them without causing damage, ensuring the final product is free-flowing and visually appealing. In some factories, a light polishing process may be applied using food-safe techniques to enhance appearance, though many producers choose to keep the fruit as natural as possible. Packaging is the next critical step, designed to protect the dried Lychees from moisture, oxygen, and contamination. Even after drying, Lychees remain sensitive to environmental conditions. Exposure to humidity can cause them to absorb moisture and lose their desired texture. For this reason, modern factories use airtight or vacuum-sealed packaging materials that create a barrier against air and moisture. Packaging machines weigh and portion the fruit accurately, ensuring consistency across units. In addition to protection, packaging also serves an informational role. Labels provide details such as nutritional information, origin, and storage instructions. Many producers emphasize the absence of added sugars or preservatives, highlighting the natural quality of the product. This transparency builds trust with consumers and reflects the care taken throughout the production process. Before leaving the factory, packaged dried Lychees are stored in climate-controlled warehouses. Temperature and humidity are carefully regulated to maintain product stability until distribution. Proper storage prevents quality degradation during holding periods and ensures the fruit arrives at retailers in optimal condition. Inventory systems track each batch, maintaining traceability and allowing quality issues to be addressed quickly if needed. The final result of this controlled drying and finishing process is a product that captures the essence of fresh Lychees in a concentrated form. The chewy texture, balanced sweetness, and subtle aroma are all direct outcomes of careful dehydration and handling. Unlike heavily processed snacks, dried Lychees retain much of their natural character, offering consumers a product that feels both indulgent and wholesome. This stage of production demonstrates how modern technology enhances traditional food preservation methods. By replacing uncertainty with precision, factories can deliver consistent quality on a large scale without sacrificing flavor. Every decision, from drying temperature to packaging material, is made with the goal of preserving what makes Lychees unique. In the end, the success of dried Lychees depends on harmony between science and craftsmanship. Drying chambers, sensors,